So multiply each number by 5.
Multiple viewers is watching shit?
They're like streaming this shit like...
They'll
No
do
way.
like this. So it's like...
There's a watch party for this shit?
Everybody
way.
has a watch party. You gotta tell yourself that.
Nah.
I agree.
You gotta believe
Pay-per-view numbers. We're doing pay-per-view numbers.
We're getting fucking robbed here. I want 80% of that shit, okay?
Trust me, when we get big, we gonna find a way to make them stop, make them pay.
We're gonna start selling shirts, guys.
We gotta come up with art, like we do. It's about time.
Yeah, whoever the fuck out there does art, come holler.
Like the Three Stooges.
Not at me, at Adam. Come holler at
All
Adam.
the Golden Girls. Oh, it's 4 of them, huh? We gotta find like the perfect 3.
Three Amigos.
Three Musketeers.
Three Amigos.
Yeah. It's a sweater.
What was in the Iron Mask, the Man in Iron Mask?
The Three Musketeers.
3 Musketeers, right?
Yeah.
I want to go with Three Amigos.
Three Amigos.
That's fucking racist.
That's
dude.
racist.
I know. That's
You
why.
want Sour Patch Kids that you bought for us?
Damn,
No, I don't fuck with Sour Patch Kids.
For real?
I can't.
I didn't eat fucking lunch, but now I'm eating this shit. Thanks, Adam.
Me and Adam ate.
Well, I did eat lunch, but it was healthy. It was
Yeah, you had a nice lunch, and
it
plus
was a cup full of fruit.
Adam
and-
ordered 3 tacos with no tortilla, so I don't think they're tacos.
Dos tacos, no tortilla.
When he said that-
carne
The
asada.
lady was laughing when I said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, because you made fun of me, and she had to laugh because you were Mexican and she was probably Mexican. So that's the thing, because
Who goes?
I can't believe you ordered it like that.
that's why I got there early. Okay, so I'm doing just no carbs. I'm eating no carbs, trying
He's trying to kill himself.
to get happy again. And so I got there a little bit early, and I ordered early, so you didn't hear my stupid ass ask if I could get a tortilla. Because I said, "Can I get 2 fish tacos, no tortilla?" And that's what I said. And she got it.
No, you know what? For real though,
Get him on the side because I told Maggie every time we order a meal, dog, I get mad at her because she always asks for no tortilla. But she doesn't order tacos.
So get the tortilla on the side, slide it to you,
and then give them to me, dog.
All right.
That's fucked up.
I seriously feel like I'm dying when I don't eat carbs. So I don't know how you're doing it.
It's like right now my biggest concern is when I quit coffee because I know it's coming. I know it's not far.
Ooh.
Yeah,
How many cups do you do a day?
2, maybe 3.
Oh, that's not that bad. I thought
It
you were
used to be
worse
4
than
or
that.
5. It used
Yeah,
to be 4 or 5.
I thought you were gonna say 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's not that bad.
Now
I
it's
think
2.
Cut it down.
Yeah, like this morning I drank my coffee before my drive
Yeah,
to
put
the
them
gym.
away, huh?
This morning I drank my coffee before.
Don't look
my
at me
drive
like
to
that,
the gym.
motherfucker. You're
I
gonna hit
don't
me.
know what's going on.
That's because of motherfucking
I was
Sour
talking.
Patches. I know. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry.
I don't.
They were going into the gym, and what happened?
I drank my coffee before my drive to the gym,
sorry.
so I didn't have my coffee on my drive to the gym, and I got itchy.
What, for real? Like
Yeah.
a crackhead?
Yeah, it was. It was like just what I need something. It's a 5-minute drive, but
But you don't feel shit when you don't eat tortilla.
nah. When I don't eat bread, I feel great.
Yeah.
Like when I don't get chips, when I don't get bread, I feel great.
I'm
but
terrible.
like I said,
I won't eat like chips for a while, and then I'll get like a whole family size bag and eat it in one sitting.
oh my god, that's
worst.
that's how I spell depression.
I'm like, I want chips, and I'm like, I need this big bag, and I'll eat the whole bag.
No, a bag of, you know what gets me? Pop-Tarts.
No, I can't eat that.
I
do
do
those shits
Oh, I love Pop-Tarts. They're not allowed in
used
this
to love
house.
Ugh, it makes me want to throw up.
I used to love having them too.
Yeah, but this the s'mores.
You warm them up or no?
No, no.
Super ghetto, huh? Because you're poor.
We didn't have a toaster.
Yeah, it's all good, dog.
If poor people don't get Pop-Tarts.
No,
When I was a kid, we never got Pop-Tarts.
We did.
they got food stamps.
Yeah, they have
Pop
food
Tarts.
stamps.
I'm just saying, but I mean, you got to manage the food stamps. I'm sure that, like, there was a knockoff Pops Tarts.
Oh, hell no.
Up
I
tart.
don't know what that
I don't
is.
know, but anyway.
Hey, speaking of food stamps, the other day I was in the hood, right?
Yep.
And this guy told me he'd sell me $100
Ooh,
of
how
food
much?
stamps
Food stamps?
How much?
for $50.
That's a good deal.
Damn.
So I said, all right, but wait for me right here, dog. Give me your card. Give me your code, your PIN number, right?
Yep.
So he told me what I can and can't get. So I started getting food. At that store, they have food already made. So I ordered some carnitas.
You can't get his food already made.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
So I walk up. I said, what the fuck? Why is there food stamps in?
You can.
Nah,
you
it's
can
got to be like all the sugary
But
processed.
most homeless people that have food stamps don't have a way to cook it.
honestly, if it's hot,
That's true.
I think you can get cold sandwiches. But if
You
it's
make
hot,
a good point.
yeah, no.
Most people that are on welfare or on food stamps, I'm sorry if you're no times are
Hey,
hard.
if you want food stamps,
It's all good. No, it's all good.
we're not hating.
Send them to me,
dude,
dog. No, but anyways.
We're trying to make sense of this shit right
But
now.
it's funny how people that don't have where to cook it at can get all the food they want, but they can't get food already made.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
It is. I had a homeboy because I was on food stamps, and I had a homeboy who got on food stamps. We were single dads.
Damn.
We were single dads, and when he got on food stamps, he came to me. He was like, "Hey, what can I get with these?" I was like, "Okay, you can get all the food that white people get mad at you for getting on food stamps." And he right then he went, "Oh, okay, cool. I know."
Fucking cereal.
Lobster, shrimp. You can get
Fucking
steak,
cheese.
Yes, you can get all the food, all the ingredients. You buy an ingredient,
But like the cheese, it comes like in craft singles and shit.
Yeah, you can get all the food.
All that stuff is terrible
cold
for you,
food.
man. But I love it.
It's so good.
Yeah, I grew up on all that stuff.
But I haven't weighed in right in the past 3 weeks. Like I think 2 weeks ago I gained 3 pounds. Then a week ago I lost those 3 pounds. So I'm trying to see significant changes on the scale again.
I don't go by the scale, man.
I do.
I go how I feel.
Yeah, and how I like my clothes, how they fit.
That's the
the scale leads me to that. The scale leads me to the clothes. So
it's the sweetest taboo.
Yeah. That's how I feel about my weight.
I fluctuate from like, I don't know, 200 to like the best 170. Oh. So I have clothes for all 3 fucking weight divisions.
You don't get rid of them.
I'm up to my last 2 pair of pants that aren't joggers. That don't have elastic waist.
So you go from it's not even light heavy. What is it? Like you go from like super middle to fucking
right there
to
with
cruiserweight.
Right there with cruisers.
I'm 185 up to like I was 185 and I got as high as 220.
I'm chilling in the.
If I stop drinking soda, I get down
right now.
super welterweight. Super middleweight.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just upping my water and just.
That's so crazy how guys can do that. I don't know if like it's easy for any women out there, but I swear guys just like stop drinking soda and they just melts off.
Stop eating tortillas, it melts off.
And coffee.
Yeah, no. One day I'll be brave enough to do the coffee, but that's not today.
Can we talk about the fights now?
Oh, we absolutely should.
Fucking eager about the fights.
We absolutely
Let's
should.
And then
start
the
it off,
questions.
kick it off.
After.
We do. Somebody emailed us some questions.
I love the questions.
So
that's cool, man. That means that people are like.
Yeah, they're engaged.
What's her name?
Her name is Aaliyah.
Aaliyah is badass. I watch her train all day. She trains hard.
Remember,
She does.
I'm gonna say this now because she's so awesome. But you got mad at her like on day one.
Yeah, because she won't take my class.
She left. She like started in the class, and then when Coach Bashir was ready, she went over there.
And then after that, she jumped back in the class.
She was dope. It was just gym etiquette.
It's like yesterday. This guy comes in the gym, and I'm sitting on the floor. No, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And I'm working with Danny, and this kid comes up to me, and I forgot his name.
Oh, the one
super
from,
cool kid. Yeah, from LA.
West Point.
He comes right up to me. He says, "Hey, can I grab that when you're done?" And I was like, "I don't even know who the fuck this guy is." I said, "No, I'm using it when I'm done." And then he's like, "Oh." And he knew he said something wrong, and I'm like, "All right, is that cool or what?" And he's like, and then I saw him shadow boxing, and I go, "Oh, this kid knows how to fight."
Yeah.
So he did the mitts with Coach Bashir, and Coach Bashir kind of like, "Hey, Joe, look, check this guy out." And we're talking. Then I went after him, and I go, so Coach Bashir said he was doing West Point, right?
Yeah.
He's in the Army, correct?
Yeah.
That's 'cause
Academy.
I told him, "Hey, what's the highest rank in the Army?" And he told me like something I never heard of that shit before.
General, Colonel.
I said something that works still. Yeah. He started laughing. I go, he said it. That's what I am here, I told him. And you're just enlisted. And he's like, "Oh, got you. I understood." He apologized. And after that, we set up the things for him and took care of him, But he didn't know the pecking order. He just walked in thinking he can run the show at the gym.
I told him. You know what's funny? Because he asked me first. He's like, "Hey, Coach, because I guess he's seen me coaching. He's only there for a couple days.
Yeah, he was on there. I just got back from vacation, so I didn't know him.
Yeah, and then I had this fucking shirt on, so they probably gave it away. And then I told him, I was like, he's like, "Oh, can you guys leave that up?" I was like, "Yeah, just make sure you ask Coach over there." But I mean,
yeah, he came up like saying, "Leave it up there when I'm done," basically.
Yeah. I didn't know. I just looked over and
Honestly,
I saw you doing this, and
I
was like, I started laughing.
You know, I was mad.
Yeah, I could tell.
I have issues.
Hey, no. I think there's there's a unspoken pecking order at the gym.
Yeah.
And we never refer to it because it's always kind of just addressed. You know what I mean? And when somebody step out of line, that's when we like, oh, fuck. Yeah. I'm the lowest on the pecking order, and I'm happy there. I'm so happy there. It's like like the saying is, when you're the smartest person in the room, leave. I'll never leave my gym. That's how I feel. It's
funny to watch you. People will talk to you. It's like, "Hey, Coach," and you're like, you get that look like, "Oh, me?" But Maggie does the same thing too because she's wearing the shirt and like, "Hey, Coach," she's like, "Oh, me."
I still don't like being called Coach, but I'm used to it now. the 4:30 people, 6:30, 4:30 people mostly, when they see me in any part of the day, they'll say coach. Yeah. Because I coach their class a lot. But when other people do it, when I'm trying to train, I'm just like, I don't.
I ain't your fucking coach.
Right. I did that to somebody not too long ago. They were like, coach, and I didn't like the way they said it. And I was like, don't call me that. And he was like, why? I was like, because I'm not here for you. And then I just walked away. I just, like, all that just happened. Bro. All that just happened, like, while I was watching me do that. I was like, and I walked away. I was like, oh, my God, I'm so cool.
This fucking guy, man. All right, who are we starting with?
Let's start with the first fight I saw was the Morrell versus Kalajic.
That's the first one you tuned into?
Yeah.
I watched from Andy Cruz on.
Okay, what did you think of the Andy Cruz one?
That one was, so you had picked an upset, and I thought that it was going to happen. I can't remember what round it was.
That's the only reason you watched it, huh?
Yeah.
You said you were not gonna watch it.
Yeah. I watched it, and I was like, I tuned in, and I was like, okay. It was like in the beginning of the middle of the first round. I was like, all right, I'm going to watch it. And it was a tough fight. It was back and forth. I think Andy was controlling for the most part. He started pushing, I think his name was Moran. Started pushing him back, and he was having success. But he still hadn't really, really broken him down yet, you know? He was kind of like he was just investing for the most part. But then he was getting pushed back, and he got caught with a hook. And he got hurt. He got wobbled. He had to clinch. He had to survive for a little bit right there. And I was like, no way he's about to upset him. Like, that's going to be crazy. And he ended up knocking him. It was like a TKO. He knocked him out. Yeah, close. Very close. Very close. I thought it was going to be an upset for sure. But I think it was a good test for Andy. It's good for those guys to, start when you start going up the ladder, do it in a manner that's you're going to learn for the next one, you know, not just from, you know, because I don't know, they try to push those guys that come out of the Olympics sometimes a little bit too fast, too soon. So I think that was a good experience for him for sure. It's gonna help him, I think.
I didn't see it, so I can't give an opinion about it. I just picked because I know Moran was tough. I knew he could take a shot, and I just figured Andy hadn't been tested with that caliber of guy yet. So I said, well, I like upsets, you know, so I'm going to go for that one.
And I think that's what Magz said about, you know, even though you took the loss, it's still good work for you. That's a benefit of being in the B corner. You know, it's like you're going to try your best. You're going to do your best. And if you win, you win. But if you lose, hey, don't worry about it. You know, it's like you're just do your best. Just put up a good fight.
Yeah, Moran, I mean, that would have been crazy turn of events for him for sure. And he gave him a really good fight, so I think we'll probably be seeing him again.
What about Morrell? He got the victory. A lot of people felt like maybe that shouldn't have happened. It was
a lackluster fucking fight.
I called that one too, though.
Yeah. I
called for an upset on that one, and I was almost close.
Yeah, I think it should. I think it
should have been worthy of a draw.
Yes.
I agree with you on that for sure.
It wasn't anything to.
There was nothing spectacular.
Exactly.
There was nothing like he wasn't trying to set him up. He was literally just trying to bully him, in my opinion.
Trying to pitbull him.
And I felt Kalajic was just handled the pressure well.
Yeah.
After getting hit by Bertaviev, it's all downhill, though.
He's fine. He'll be okay.
This one was the fight of the night, I feel, in my opinion. Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Jose Valenzuela.
You're gonna go from that one?
Yeah, for real.
I'm just going up.
I would talk.
We're going in the order of the fights.
No, that
that's
was
not the way the order was.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Who fought before? Oh, Anderson fought before Cruz. Okay, my bad. Yes, let's definitely talk about the Cruz Bacoli. I mean Anderson Bacoli.
Anderson Bacoli. That was who wants to go first on that?
I will.
Let me go because I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. I tuned in. I was at a wedding. And I was trying to watch it as much as possible. Mm-hmm. I just saw the real quick highlight of Anderson down on the ground. I was like, "Oh shit!" But it didn't surprise me because he hasn't had the best performances lately. You know, in his last couple fights.
Right.
And I don't know much about the other young man, but from what I saw, he just had the right game plan.
Yeah.
You know, just walked him through. What do you guys think?
Walk him down, punch him.
Yeah.
And he wasn't loading up. That's what I liked. Yeah.
He didn't need to.
From the very beginning, you could tell that it was going to be a long fucking night for Anderson, for sure, because he kept poking him to the body, and the dude was just kind of like walking forward like a robot. I was like, oh, shit, he's fucked, dude. He's big. He's over 300 pounds. I'm like, that's going to be a long night for this kid, man. You can tell right away.
And 6'4" is small in heavyweight in the heavyweight world. This heavyweight world, when you got guys like Fury and Wilder, Joshua. They're on their way out, but they're still there. You still got to figure out how to fight those guys. I felt like I didn't realize it until I was watching him get his ass beat by Bakoli, but I was real mad about that last fight when he couldn't beat up on that dude from Brussels.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. Like, that's what Coach was saying.
I was real glad.
Guys like that,
I was real glad to see him catch this.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? That's what he gets for a fight. Because whenever he fought, it's really not a challenge.
Yeah.
It's really he's to some extent. It was like Jake Paul. You're fighting people you can beat. You're fighting.
Who are you talking about?
Jared Anderson. You're not.
Well,
you're not
he was getting
fighting
messed up by Top Rank, man. Like they were trying to protect their investment.
I'll accept that. But now their investment got exposed. It needs to become a boxer.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen, man. I don't know what. I honestly, before this fight, even I remember. I think I called. I was like, I don't even care. Like I was like, whatever. So when I was watching it, I was just watching it. Like I just want to see what's gonna happen. And he definitely. I think he definitely got exposed. Not just like his boxing abilities, but I think mentally too, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm, curious to see what happens from this point forward. Always. But I'm not sure. Like, it's not like he was such a bad loss that he can't. Like, we saw Rayo he came back from a similar situation, and he got saved by the ref. So, he still has a career ahead of him, but I don't know if, like, he has it in him to want to do it, I don't see it either.
I don't see it because he's a bit of a loudmouth. And those guys, once they get shut up, they don't speak up anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, but I want to see him try.
But I heard he took the loss like a man, no?
Yeah.
He didn't complain.
He didn't complain. He probably got a nice little bag to go with it, though.
So, I mean, I don't, respect on how he took his loss. Like, I don't have a problem with that.
Fuck it, I lost.
So, I'm trying to remember back. Yeah, he said pretty much that. He knew who he was getting in the ring with, you know what I mean? So props to him for hey, he's like, fuck it, I'm going to put it out there. My favorite moment in that fight is when Bakoli went from monster to happy child. Yeah. Like, I loved that. Like, because you couldn't see nothing on him leading up to the fight. Into the fight, no expression. Just, I'm here to do my job. I'm here to do my job. The second he got that TKO, he was like, he thought he just won a beauty pageant. He was like, he had that kind of happiness, that childful joy. Around. I love that. I really do. That makes me very happy when I see that. Let's see. You want to go to Ruiz next?
Yeah. Ruiz was the next fight. Yeah.
Okay. No, Ruiz was the second to.
He was a fight after that.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, it was two heavyweight
under
fights
the co-main event.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You go first.
It's
Me?
sad.
No, yeah, Coach can go first.
It's sad to see a guy that's so good run his own team, run his own camp, run his own training. That showed his performance. It's sad because I know Andy, to see him run his own. He basically tells the coach what to do. His father's one of the coaches, and it's just sad to see a guy that good, that talented, that could be making setting a legacy up for him. He's going to be known as a guy who beat Joshua, who fucking
that one time
gave up on his career.
Is Buster Douglas like
he is the new Buster Douglas?
Yeah,
right.
See that. Yeah, I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but yeah, it's happening.
And it's happening, and that's just nobody tells him. There's nobody there to hold him accountable for his act. Nobody. He doesn't fear anybody in camp.
Do you think you get the? That's a good point. Do you fear? Ooh. All right. I'll address that when we talked about the Pitbull fight. Do you think that Ruiz deserved the draw?
No.
It was a majority draw. You see.
Yeah, two judges scored it.
Yeah, majority draw. Somebody made a good point. It's like, if it's a majority draw, then just use the dissenter as the tiebreaker.
It has to be. I can't.
Yeah, but I don't know. It goes deeper than that. But I felt that Jarrell Miller wanted it more.
He did.
He definitely. One thing I saw, and I like to read boxers before the match. What kind of energy they got? Blah blah. Do they have too much? Is it blah blah blah? You ever show up to work and just be like, and you just sit in your car for like an extra 5 minutes because you don't feel like fucking going in?
No.
Okay, not you guys, but do you guys know that?
But I know what you're talking about. I used to be like that.
Okay.
When I was in the Navy, for sure.
Yeah, you just, all right, I can do this. All right, just, just blah, blah, blah. That's the read I got off of Andy Ruiz when they were calling his name. When he was standing in his corner, he just kind of closed his eyes and
He was nervous.
He was nervous. He just
But
seemed
he said
like
that.
And then, while on the other side, Miller was just roaring. He was amped up. He was ready. And to me, I was like, I hope I'm getting a bad read. And that's how he fought. He fought very uncreative. He just did what he countered. It's just nothing new.
So in performance-wise, I try to, gather every factor that I can. You do have to take into account that Jarrell was a heavy dude, over 300 pounds also. Just like putting that weight on Andy, and he was on his back foot the whole time. That's not. I think he could have definitely boxed him much better than he did. I think he said he broke his hand like in the 5th round or something. That added to the fatigue as well. Not being in the ring for 2 years, that added to the fatigue as well. He's coming back from injury. Like, I think all those things kind of all came rushing back at him at that very moment. And if you ever hear that if you fail to prepare, if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. So right. I think that's what happened. I don't think he prepared himself adequately for that moment.
He asked for a rematch.
So. Of course. What else are you going to say?
I mean, that's so. I would watch it. Hope with my fingers crossed. I'd watch that rematch the same way I watched Shakur for the second time. Shakur let me down the second time. I'm not watching him anymore. And like Ruiz, I'd be like, okay, this time he can do it. That guy who knocked out, because that Ruiz that knocked out Anderson. Wait, no, what was his name? God, my brain is freezing. The British guy.
Oh,
there it is. What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I got kicked off the stream.
And Joshua.
Oh, now I can't hear him.
For reals?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. The Ruiz that beat Joshua was very young, excited, couldn't be stopped.
Yeah.
And he needs to go back to that guy again.
I think it's difficult. Not difficult, but it's kind of like working backwards to try to be that guy. But I think taking that hunger, he's got. I don't know, man. Look, it's hard to know what people are really thinking and fucking going through at the same time. But
I don't know how they do it.
For this fucking sport, man. You really, really, really gotta love this shit.
That's one of the reasons I love Canelo, because he can stay hungry, regardless.
Because he, if you look at any of his interviews, man, he loves boxing. He loves to box. Like, that's it. You gotta love this shit, dude. If you don't fucking love it, it's everything else comes with it.
Yep.
But
that's why we pull up to work and we're happy to get off the car.
Trust me, I know.
I can't. I feel strange calling it work. I don't even.
Now, but I've just had those days. I used to be in banking, and you just get to work and you're just like, oh.
Andy is, now that I'm thinking about it right now, as you guys were talking about him, I'm just thinking a lot of things about him. And I remember one year when the Nationals in Mexico, and all the kids that were on the team, they were very strict on us on our wardrobe. Everybody had to have their shirt tucked in when you're about to fight. Shorts up to your waistline, shirt tucked in. The officials would call you for it. They make you get off the ring and get back in the ring. If you didn't have your shorts on right, your cup, everything you had to be in. And when Andy would show up with me, he was in the national team, and he was part of Baja team. I would show up with him. His shirt was untucked. His shorts were sagging. And the officials would go like, come on, Andy, at least try to dress. And it was just, Andy would just laugh and be like, that's what, he didn't give a shit. And I feel like that's how he carries himself now. If you let them get away with all that shit when they're young, this is when he was 16, 17 years old. You let them get away with all those actions, that becomes that person when they get older.
Yeah, it's definitely
And I
true.
remember just seeing that he had special privileges on the Mexican national team because he was a heavyweight, and he was a really good one. So now seeing Andy and a few times that we went to go spar at his gym, seeing the way he conducts himself, I see that kid.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I definitely understand that.
And a lot, our guys probably think that we fucking nitpick on them, but that's exactly what kind of coaches would we be if not to look after these guys, not just inside the ring, inside the sport, but like in life too. You know what I mean? Like
protect them from their future.
Why would we set them up for failure and not help them become better people?
100. I get that. I understand that. Cruz now?
Yeah.
I didn't see this one coming. Well, go ahead. You go, ladies first. I went back twice already. Go ahead, dog. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I got. We were at the taco shop.
You get all mad, though.
No, I didn't get mad. I just said I'm gonna shut up.
Save it for the podcast. I
Save it
said.
for the podcast. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shut up. But you know, I was thinking. If I remember, I said in the last podcast, I think I said, I think because I went back and forth. I was like, I don't know. Sometimes I think Rayo, like he might pull it off, but I was like, I don't know, keeping up with that pace for 12 rounds, and he had the perfect game plan. You know, he really did. He did a phenomenal job, and you know, we talked about it. Like, super stoked for him because he came off a really tough loss, and then went and actually 2 back-to-back losses. He took the TKO against
Colbert. He lost to Colbert.
Lost to Colbert, which was a very controversial decision, and then he knocked him out in the rematch. We were there in Minnesota, and then he got his title shot. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he was gonna rematch De Los Santos, and then he got a call for this opportunity with Pitbull. So like you mentioned, everybody thought that wrote him off, that he was gonna lose this fight, you know, including myself. I was like, I don't know, that's a tough fight, you know, that's a very tough fight, but he did really well. It's cool to see him be a world champion now. We worked with him in the past, so it's really, really, really cool to see, for sure.
I wish I knew his real coach's name because he needs to take a lot of credit.
Yeah.
His real coach.
The gym's called Azteca Boxing or something in Washington.
In Washington, yeah. But his coach came back. They got rid of Benavidez.
Mm-hmm.
They brought in his real coach, and seeing him beat Colbert like the way he did, and then winning this fight, you know, like after his loss, he brought his real coach back in.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody thinks Robert Garcia is the guy who... Robert Garcia is a huge component of the camp, but he's not the head coach.
Mm-hmm. So
to see how his performances that he had since he's with his coach, he showed a different arsenal in every single fight.
Mm-hmm. Improved a lot.
Yep.
Improved a lot for sure. And he pretty much set the blueprint for everybody.
Yeah.
For everybody, you know.
How to fight Pitbull.
Yeah, and I don't know what happens to Pitbull after this, but absolutely has to make some changes if he ever wants to become world champion again, because
he's too stubborn. He just wants to win the only way he knows how to win.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He doesn't hide nothing, but he's a fucking crowd pleaser. I'll tell you that. People, boxing fans love him, boxing enthusiasts, but boxing fans that know the game are like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a matter of time before he gets clipped or loses.
Yep.
And I'm saying the same thing Coach said about his coach. Like, watching this kid fight perfectly for 12 rounds.
Right.
I was like, this kid is perfectly trained and coached.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's on him. Like, yes, I'm saying that his trainer is really, really good, whomever he is, and his coach is really, really good, whomever he is. But I'm also saying this kid is good to allow himself to listen,
be coached,
to be coached that well.
He's a good kid, man.
You know how I talk about coaches talking shit?
Mm-hmm.
I was watching the weigh-in or the press conference with him and Rayo.
Yeah.
And Pitbull's dad was talking a lot of shit to him.
Yeah.
And I just saw him. We're gonna see.
Yeah. He tried to shake his hand. He was like,
yeah. He tried to shake Pitbull's hand, and Pitbull didn't want to shake his hand either.
Really?
Yeah.
So I was like, I really hope that Rayo can pull it off. But I don't think so.
Yeah.
But fuck, I sure hope so, man.
Yeah.
Because I have the image of Rayo losing to Dos Santos.
Mm-hmm.
But he took a page from Giovanni Cabrera.
Yeah.
And just boxed fucking Pitbull and just beat him.
And that's just the thing. It's like, you got to make sure you're learning how to box. Like, when you start out in this game, learn how to box. Don't learn how to fight. Learn how to box, because those are the winners.
Yeah.
I've tried to I've gotten in the ring with someone I was stronger than, but I was like, this dude knows how to box, so I gotta outpower him. I've thought that once.
Skills.
Skills. Yeah, the skills are gonna win every time. Every time.
Skills and heart, though, dog.
Now let's go to who else fought that?
That's it.
No. Crawford.
Oh,
Madrimov.
Steven Nelson won.
I didn't see that, but it wasn't televised.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was on the prelims on YouTube, and I didn't know.
Crawford. Madrimov.
Oh, you know how to say it now, huh?
Yeah, Madrimov.
Yeah.
I heard it a bunch of times because the fucking announcers were glazing his ass the whole fight. They were like, look at him.
Lovely.
Look at him. I was like, oh my God, you guys are worse than the NBA when Larry Bird was playing.
I don't like this. I don't.
And that's your guy, huh?
Yeah, I love Larry Bird, but like, it's like
you're just being honest.
Like, yeah, it's like, oh my God, you see the way he didn't go in, but did you see the way he shot it?
Yeah.
I don't like that style either. Like his style, like super, like
I really thought Terrence would do more to him once because, like, after 2 rounds, I was like, okay, this guy has one move. It's step, wiggle, wiggle.
I thought about you in that fight.
Also,
when you say that you watch a fight and you never seen adjustment, like you said,
yeah,
that's the way it's gonna go.
Yeah.
And I didn't see Crawford like that's my dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was just a little disappointed in this performance.
Wait, can we pause on the Crawford thing for a second? Hey, never put a rap show. Never put a. It's not the fucking Super Bowl. After somebody watches 4 hours of boxing, they just want to watch the last fight so they can go to bed. Okay, nobody wants to see.
I passed out during the Terrence fight.
Yeah, like nobody wants to. Eminem, what? Just don't do that again. All right, and we get it. Ali Sheik, Turkey Ali Sheik, gave you guys a lot of money, so we gotta give him awards. That was that. I understood that. Okay, inducted him into the Hall of Fame after 6 months in the game.
They usually do that, but they won't televise it. They'll do that at boxing matches.
Yeah,
but they won't
I
televise
get
it.
that. But the fucking MTV Music Award bullshit, don't do that again. That's not good for the sport. It really isn't.
I think it was like in Turkey's eyes, I think it was probably like an investment to reel in as much people as possible. You know what I mean, for future shows.
Yeah, and his stance. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
but don't do it again. All right, now let's go back to it. I felt like Crawford should.
Hold on, before you say that. Speaking of Turkey, whatever.
Yeah.
It was funny to watch all the promoters that think they're the shit kiss his ass.
Oh my God, there was so much kiss in the ring going on. It was ridiculous. Yeah. But he has the money, and that's what you got to do.
Money, dog.
I would like.
What about a little pride, dog?
Canelo.
Dignity.
Canelo. We're gonna talk about Canelo's response to.
Fuck, I love that one.
Next week.
Yeah.
Next week we'll talk about that. But what did you see? I didn't think it was as close as everybody was saying it was.
With Terrence, you thought Terrence edged it
I
out?
thought Terrence, but talking to Coach Bashir, he explained to me, I was looking at it as a whole fight. Mm-hmm. But Terrence did barely get each round that I gave him.
Yeah.
He didn't dominate at all in the fight. He tried to, but whenever he tried to, Madrimov held him. Would just, you want a hug? You're going to hit me 3 times, I guess you want a hug. And so
That
Terrence...
makes fights exciting, huh?
Terrence really had that to his disadvantage. So I felt it was not an exciting fight. I don't think it was the fight where everybody should have been like, oh, he doesn't deserve Canelo now.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the same but that's exactly where the conversation went afterwards.
Mm-hmm. I still think it's probably not a good idea.
You don't think it's a good
idea?
For him to go to Canelo?
I was always kind of like, I don't know. It could, whatever. I'd watch it.
Could be.
Could be. But I don't. But it's after that, the Canelo's
big
dude, man.
I think even Turkey said he's like.
Yeah, he said he's not interested anymore.
Yeah. Canelo did say, I would like to see him fight Tio. Then I'll talk to him. And I was like, yes, I would love to see him fight Tio Fimo.
I don't know what's next for Terrence, man.
He's close to retiring.
Terrence has spoiled us, though, bro, because he's given us some great performances.
Yeah.
So seeing him have a bad performance.
It happens to Canelo, too.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
So
it has not happened to Canelo yet.
What?
Just a bad performance.
I don't think that was a bad performance.
A boring performance.
I don't know. That fucking Charlo fight was kind of boring.
I don't know. I was there in person.
Oh, you beat the shit
Weren't you
out
there?
No, the Charlo fight.
We weren't there?
No, we were there for Mungia.
Well,
for the Triple G.
I just went as a bystander that day, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I saw the fight.
You went with the wife and family.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
When I was there, I'm so used to her being with me at every fight. Dog. I was there, and it was live in the event, but maybe not on TV.
No. Not on TV.
So
I just saw double jabs and right hands being thrown.
It was a good night of fights. See? Overall, like I did like that. That stacked card was exciting. It was like, all right. Like I've never tuned into
7 hours.
Exactly. It just sat there and watched them. So that I do think they should find a way to continue that.
Without concerts. Without concerts.
Without the concerts. We don't need that ever.
Questions, dog. Let's get to the questions.
Okay.
I want to answer some questions.
We got some questions.
Give me any question you want. Go with Maggie first because I've been going first for everything.
Okay, so like I said, we got a.
Can we ask her on top of the question another question?
Sure.
Wait, what?
Can we ask her if she answers it? Can we keep asking her about that same question?
I don't even know.
I gotta be careful because I can go on rants, guys. So
it's all good.
Make it quick.
Let me see. Okay, the first question we got. Aaliyah, thank you very much for sending us questions, asking us stuff. That's what we want. That's what we want this podcast to be about. Is people saying, hey, what about this? All right, so the first one is for all of us. I wanted this one. I was like, because I've been meaning to talk about this one. What's your favorite boxing sports related movie? And I've been meaning to bring this up. And anyway,
I'm gonna say Girl Fight.
You're gonna say Girl Fight?
Yep.
Okay.
Next
Why?
one. Huh?
No, you can't just say answer. Why?
Next. Because that's the movie that really got me, kind of like inspired me to go into a boxing gym and actually try it.
Okay. What about that inspired you to? Like, what?
God damn, Adam. Huh?
This is
Ask the question.
this is a podcast.
Damn, she want to talk about shit.
I'm not trying to reveal myself. I'm kidding. What was the question?
What about it? What about Girl Fight made you say, you know what?
Because the main character resonated with me. I saw.
Why?
Because I saw. I'm about to take these fucking headphones off and I'm gonna walk out.
Why did she resonate
Stop!
with you?
Stop! She's gonna hit one of us. Probably me.
No, I want to know. Because I want to borrow that movie soon.
All right. Okay. No. That's good. That's
I'm
good.
waiting for her answer. Hold on.
Dude, stop.
Why did it resonate with
Yeah.
me?
What about?
Because-
Okay. What about her? What about her? No. Let me guess. She did not. The main character in Girl Fight put up with minimal bullshit. She kind of saw through everybody. And
Answer the question.
I see that's about you.
I want to hear her say it.
Because she was getting mad, man.
We're not in court, dog. She's not going to get found guilty of anything, dog.
But I can definitely see that. Coach, what's your favorite boxing sports related movie?
Boxing?
Boxing / sports. It doesn't have to be
I was
boxing.
thinking right now, so I put my head down. I thought I was bored. I was just thinking, what fucking movie do I like? And I like two. I can't just leave one out.
All right.
I like Rudy.
Really? I'm going to have to explain. You know that movie was all lies, right? That movie was all lies.
I don't like it no more than
It was
That's why you gotta fucking kill.
You know the part where they pushed him up on the shoulders? They did that, but they were making fun of him.
Oh, fuck.
None of them, nobody turned in their
That's
dress.
Fill my
fucked
dreams right now,
up.
dog. Like, telling me Fill the Dreams is fake, dog.
Hey, that Hollywood.
Let's move on, because
Okay, I'm sorry.
break your heart right now.
I will do more later. I'll do more. I will expose Rudy on the next episode. Okay, what's your second one?
Actually, I have three. That was promoted, dog. I was debating on three. Hey, the microphone. Can you hear me? The Invincible. I think that's what it's called with Mark Wahlberg when he plays for the Eagles.
Okay.
Oh, the walk on. Yeah.
I like that one a lot. And my favorite movie, you guys are gonna have to dig super deep in the archives, is The Champ with Jim Voight.
Oh, damn! Angelina Jolie's dad.
Angelina Jolie's
Was he
dad
young?
and Ricky Schroeder.
Is it fucking black and white?
No,
No, but it's way before Anaconda, which is the first
For real?
James Voight movie I ever saw.
Yeah,
Why
me
do I
too,
like
me
that
too.
movie? You can
Yeah.
ask me why or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because in that movie, that guy's a fucking failed boxing coach. I mean, a boxing fighter. I said coach, huh? A boxing fighter, and he's like a contender, or whatever. And his son, his wife was married. His ex-wife was super rich, but his son loved to be more with the poor dad, the boxing dad, you know.
Yeah.
And he takes one more fight just to make some money and raise the son. He fucking gets killed in the ring, dog.
Oh man.
He's wake up, champ. Sad as fucking. Well, I'm gonna put that shit for you. Can watch it right now.
The Champ.
The Champ.
The Champ. That sounds. Yeah.
That's old, dog. That's the only movie.
Hopefully it's on Tubi.
It's one of the. I maybe cried
Sponsored
like.
by.
I do that to you all the time, huh? That's one of the few movies that made me cry.
Damn.
But I was like 7 or 8, dog, when I watched that shit.
Long
Yeah,
ago.
that's enough of that shit.
Okay. Mine is obvious. Rocky.
Oh,
Which one,
God,
though?
I forgot
The
about
first one.
that.
First one.
Yeah.
That's the only one I didn't pay attention to, dog.
It was
The first
boring.
one is. I think there should only be one Rocky. If we're telling the truth. I love all the
love part
Rockies.
4.
If he does,
Part
he
3 was absolutely amazing, but I feel like 1 and 2 should have just been like a 3-hour movie, and it would have been awesome.
Oh, that's true.
But I like 1 the most because like the tagline for the movie. Oh, let me stop and explain why the fucking videos keep stopping now because there's no more video. I got a GoPro so we can shoot better and I can edit better. But the battery that came with it doesn't last long. I ordered a new battery. It's supposed to get here today. It probably still will get here today, but it just wasn't here in time for this. So this will be the last week where you guys are seeing a card say something right now. All right?
So
I'm
nothing
sorry.
matters after this.
You guys are still listening. You're freaking washing your dishes or you're freaking out on a jog.
Yeah.
You're driving somewhere. Pay attention if you're
I
driving.
like to see images.
Okay. Well, yeah, they look up to him, but they don't
Can
sit
you
in
put
front
pictures
of
of me and you,
them.
like back in the days? Like,
Well,
gradually?
I'll figure out something.
Yeah.
A bunch of snails. There'll be just everything.
How about me and you sparring? Put the highlight video while we're talking.
You want me to show them the video?
No, I don't.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Why? Do you fuck them up?
No, no.
You've never seen the video?
You don't want to
Nah,
watch
but let's
it.
continue.
Okay. So Rocky, the tagline for it was his whole life was a 1 in a million shot. That was the tagline. His whole life was a 1 in a million shot.
So you're saying there's a chance.
And I was like, hell yeah, like that's the guy I want to root for. It's ultimate underdog. But there's a key scene, 2 scenes in Rocky that really resonated with me. And a lot of times when you guys know, I used to struggle with low self-esteem. Look how I say used to. I used to struggle with low self-esteem and stuff like that. And there's this moment where Rocky's, on his first date with Adrian.
Look at Adrian.
And he's talking about how he's like, I'm nobody, I'm nothing, I'm just a leg breaker. Mickey wouldn't work with him because he's like, you're nothing, you're a waste of time, blah blah. And he believes that he believes that in a shot. He's never gonna get a shot. He's just living the life he's living. But across the country, Apollo's having a meeting, trying to find a new fighter.
Presidential fucking.
This motherfucker makes it sound like nobody's ever seen this movie before.
I know. God damn
But
it.
I don't think nobody's ever explained to me. And he says, I want to fight Rocky Balboa. So Rocky Balboa's life changed way before Rocky Balboa realized his life changed. And it's like, you always got to keep working because you never know what opportunities already selected you. That's one of those. That's one of the reasons that I love Rocky the most. And Rocky 2 is just a love story. It's not really about fighting.
Good.
It's just a love story. Yeah. I love how Adrian is on. She's in a coma, but there's like no life support connected to it. And that's why. So, but we're gonna Aaliyah sent us a lot of questions, so we're gonna save each question for futures and just work it like that.
Yeah, okay. I'm down. I like your questions. They're actually really insightful.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, I just found out right now. I just had a real quick research. Was Rocky's older than the champ?
Really?
Oh, for real?
3 years older.
Oh, okay. I'll watch it then.
Yeah.
79.
Hey, to one of the questions that Leah asked us, do you think Rocky made goals for himself? Fuck no.
He just dropped the mic and we're out.
What?
Did he ever make a fucking goal for himself?
No, Rocky was no. That's one thing I don't like about Rocky.
Champions don't make goals. Losers do. Remember that.
So
all right, we're definitely
don't set goals.
Why? What for? People set goals that can never achieve them.
Don't say no. Nope. He's baiting.
Very
us.
rare.
He's baiting us.
Very rare.
He's baiting us.
If you set goals, just get. Oh, not even, camera's not even on.
He's baiting.
Camera's not even on.
He's pointing. He's I'm doing it now. we are. Trust me.
I want you.
We.
If you are writing goals, it's a fucking 95% chance you suck at what you do.
Oh, we are definitely talking about this next week. Like, there's no way. Like, I'm not. No,
goals are goals.
That's you gotta set goals. And
you just gotta set a goal every day to be better than yesterday. That's it.
But the way you say it, all right,
it's the truth.
You can't tell people not to.
Well, go ahead. Keep setting goals, fuckers.
Yes, keep setting goals. Keep achieving goals.
Keep not getting there.
Some people need fucking goals set.
And when people don't set
that's
goals,
just my point of view. You have yours, she has hers.
But you're right. For the most part, motherfuckers
don't achieve them.
Don't achieve them. I'll tell you because it's being proven to me as we speak right now.
By whom?
Off the record.
Okay, off the record.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
I have seen people. I have seen people talk their goals.
Yeah.
And
they don't.
I'm like, we're fucking near that. And I want it. Like, I had to stop myself from saying, fucking we're near that.
As I got older, I used to be like, oh shit, I want to run 40 miles a week. Oh my god, I want to fucking make a goal. And I was like, fuck 40 miles. I just run every day.
Yep.
So
you can't set big goals. You can't, like I was telling somebody today.
Stay away. Make your point then, dog. Goals or no goals?
I didn't say. I said don't make the big goals first. Like I was telling somebody today, it's like you got to make those little movements.
Baby goals, little gay ass motherfuckers, dog.
A Mexican not liking goals.
That's probably why I don't like them. Low key.
That's funny.
I heard all my life. I heard that shit for it's like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Some motherfucker got lungs.
Nah, I'm just playing. You can make some goals, dog.
We're gonna talk about that next week.
Goals are for fucking failures.
That hurt. That hurt. But you motherfucker. All right, we're definitely
think about it, dog.
I'm gonna chew on it for like a week, but
I'm gonna give you like
don't talk about
a meme about goals and put it on the screen.
You know what? I honestly don't. You know what? You set your goals and then shut the fuck up about them. Don't put them on the internet. Don't put them on Facebook. Don't do anything. That's your goal. You show people you crossing the finish line. Don't show them. Don't talk about I'm gonna get it one day. Blah blah blah. That's how I do feel about that. once you start talking about your goals, I'm like,
I have a cousin. He's very successful in his company. Not no more, but I'm not going to say his name, but one day he was drunk at my house, right? And he says, "What's your goal, cuz?" And I said, "Oh, to be better at everything I do and just to be a better person." That's a generic fucking answer if I ever heard one. Like, what is your real fucking goal? Where do you see yourself economically? And I said, well, this has nothing to do with goals, I guess. And I said, it don't matter what I have if can't achieve the first one, if I don't find happiness. I want to be a fucking millionaire that's going to fucking, hold on.
No.
That's my goal, to be a millionaire, he says. I said, well, what good does it make you to be a goal if you're not even happy in your own skin?
Yeah.
You're divorced. You have all this shit fucking falling apart. Not that it's bad, but he keeps the choices that he made with the little bit of money he had. Not even half a millionaire yet. Made him crumble, his kingdom crumble.
When people talk about, hey, what's your goals? Like to have $2 million in the next 3 years. I'm like, you fuck.
So I never make goals. I never have. I just focus on the next day.
Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about that.
Maybe I should. Maybe I've been successful by now, huh? It's my fault. Goals.
No. You are one of the most successful people.
Well, I haven't had a goal yet.
Yeah, and I attend to that, but I have to reflect on like the early days of this podcast where I constantly have to fucking tell you, this podcast is not for people like you. It's for people like me.
Oh, well, how about not everybody's like you, fucker?
But you're special. You're top percentile. I would like to say there are more people who need to come out that dirt, come out that mud. They need to set the goal. Than people who operate just, I just walk through my life winning. Okay. Like you're a fucking winner.
Set goals, motherfuckers.
I'm not like Coach, you are a fucking winner.
Look, Coach Bashir too. He don't. Does he set goals? I shouldn't speak for him, but Coach Bashir's a winner.
Yeah. I heard him talking about goals.
He's a fucking winner.
Coach Bashir, we're gonna talk about argument about.
She's trying to bike a significant amount of miles through the week.
Oh, he's swimming too. I'm proud of him.
And he gave me like when I was like, I gotta lose all this weight. He told me, he's like, dude, just try and lose 5 pounds next month.
That's every day. Yeah.
Just try and lose 5 pounds next month. Yeah. So I got to keep the goal. He just helped me adjust it to an achievable.
Exactly. It's called smart goals.
Yeah, I guess I'm wrong. You're right.
All right, look.
I just like to go against the grain.
No, we're gonna hold you to that. So you guys are awesome. I think I have not been telling you guys. Tell your moms about me because
he's available.
Yeah, I'm cute too. I'm looking into the camera saying that, and the fucking camera's not on. Shit.
Exactly.
All right.
Why am I looking at the camera for?
Subscribe, like,
right in the middle
bye.
Peace.
This has been a Point and Yell production. Yeah, I think the words, but sometimes they don't come out of my mouth no good.